Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday to all you guys out there. I just wanted to talk about HBO Max. You guys remember when HBO Max, when you used to see the thing HBO, it used to be like the creme de la creme. When you got HBO, you knew that you was getting like the top notch, top quality, just icing on the cake, the marquee. I mean, when it was HBO Max, it just they just you knew you had some top quality stuff. Do they still have top quality stuff? Yeah and no. They seem to be getting into the junk category anymore. I have Netflix for that. Not that I don't put Netflix down. Netflix knows what it is. It has its own DNA. Netflix, to me, is say, hey, we got a lot of content and we make a lot of good stuff, but we also throw a lot of crap in there too. So we just try to see what can stick on the wall. We all know how Netflix is, because that's how Netflix built their foundation. But HBO, man, they used to be the top marquee of just when you watch something on HBO Max, it just when you watch something on HBO, it was just good. I still remember when they used to come across the TV and you knew you was gonna watch something good. So, what I have to say about this? Why am I sharing this video? Because I was watching some stuff on HBO the other day, and in spite of all the stuff that they have on there, uh, they still have really good stuff. But you know who's going to end up taking their place? I'll be honest with you, man. You know who's going to end up taking their place? And they don't have that much content? It's Apple Plus. Apple Plus is going to be the top marquee of watching something good. They just it's going to take a while. Their HBO is, I think Apple Plus is going to end up being the top quality as far as watching something really good and putting their heart and soul in it. Am I saying everything good on Apple Plus is good? No, but they really are putting some good stuff on there. It's just they can't. They're losing money hand over foot. I mean, they just can't seem to get the subscribers. But yeah, but they seem like they're doing way better, top quality, marquee. I guess is the word you want to use. Uh, as far as making something and putting so much quality in it. Uh, HBO has dropped the ball on quality. They're so into trying to compete with Netflix. See, this is where I have problems with people trying to compete with one another. You just go take YouTube for instance. When you start a YouTube channel, you're it's like you're getting in a great big pile of manure, a great big pile of crap. You know that there's bazillion YouTubers. Everything's free on there, right? So when you become a YouTuber, you know you ain't gonna get no views. You ain't gonna get no views for a while. Your channel may not ever take off because YouTube is just crammed full of people. Uh, a lot of people are when they watch YouTube videos, they're looking for somebody that really knows how to grip them and grab them and all that kind of stuff. And some of us just ain't got it, including myself. I did it for fun. That's why a lot of times I try to get on here and tell a lot of you guys that, man, I'll be honest with you guys. You find this channel boring, come back and visit. Just visit me and see what I'm up to. Drop a like or something. I never ask you guys to subscribe. I never ask you guys to drop a like. But what I am saying, if you find this I'm just saying this in all friendliness. You find this channel boring or just ain't exciting you and all that kind of stuff, man, dip. I don't blame you. I've dipped off so many channels, and then I go like, I don't like them. It's just I ain't into this channel no more. And then I'll go back a month later and I'll check out 3 or 4 videos, and after I turn it off, I'll be like, oh man, that was pretty good, man. I like that. I don't subscribe. What I do is I'm like, oh shoot, I'll turn it back on and hit like. If I play 3 videos of their channel, I hit like because it helps out the channel, but I don't subscribe. So what I do is I got my subscribe, and then I got the people I find in search. And when you hit search so much, you hit search, all the names will pop up. And I go, I wonder what that person's up to. Let's check out a video then. Then you hit like, but I don't subscribe. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because HBO Max is trying to do that. To me, HBO, uh, God, they used to be so good. When you used to see them come across the TV, you knew you was gonna watch something good, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, man, it's just they're dropping the ball, man. They really are. It's a shame because all these streaming services are trying all kinds of stuff, and I just don't think they're just staying true to themselves. I get it. You want money, and you got your investors, you know, uh, pressuring you into this and pressuring you into that and stuff like that. See, I'll be honest with you. I have no problem with Netflix. I have a lot of people always kind of, oh, Netflix got a lot of crap on there. They do. They do. You don't have to subscribe. Netflix is like, look, hey, we're going to go and we're going to go reach way out. Like, take for instance, Netflix is the only streaming services that really got people into watching a lot of foreign films. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm from here in America, man. Even being a little young black kid growing up in America with all the shit that's whatever. I ain't getting into. I used to watch all I just love American films. I can't stand foreign films. Now I love foreign films. And it took Netflix to open up my eyes to see how other people live and what they're doing over there. Uh, and Netflix, I thank Netflix for that. Guess who was second? HBO Max, which I like HBO. I just love HBO. I don't think they have a Max on there. I don't think they have it. I think they screwed up doing all that name changing. Max. Ah, now we're talking about HBO here. But Netflix just, I was like, damn, this is good. This is 2025. I say 2017 or 18 I used to watch foreign films going like this, like German, Spain, uh I'll tell you the one that got me hooked, but Germany, Spain, uh Great Britain, not so much. I feel like Great Britain and the United States are like brother and sisters. I feel like they're related. It's almost like they're just two countries that's the same but just different accent. Because we could have been Britain, or Britain could have been America or whatever. But I feel like I feel like we're related in a way. Uh, that's just me. Um, so Great Britain, not so much, but I didn't. The only reason why I was getting into Great Britain movies because there was this guy. He's probably passed away by now. But when I like comedy it was I I I don't like comedy, but I do. It has to be really good. And so Benny Hill, I think it was his name, Benny Hill, he used to that dude was so flippin' funny, man. Uh I think it was Benny Hill, a Great Britain guy. And that's when the first time I started watching stuff from Great Britain and stuff. they was they had some funny comedy, man. Golly, man. And then uh I think Time Bandits is from Great Britain. Maybe it's not. But anyway, that's how I started in Great Britain. Mexico, Mexico and stuff like that. It has to really be good because I can't seem to. Uh, there was like three films that I watched that was made over in Mexico, and they were damn good. Damn good. But I don't watch that much. I can't seem to get into that much. But I don't have nothing against them. It's just so that was my Netflix thing of getting used to foreign films because I used to be like this. Oh man, foreign films. Well, I'm all American. That's all I am. I'm just all American. I just love my American films, even though American films make junk. Now today, I think the United States has just lost their freaking way, man, because they're always trying to do stuff that it's like they try to make you mad. It's like they literally try to make you mad. It's like they like, let's make this movie and piss everybody off. I'm like, what the fuck? Pardon my French. I'm like, damn, man, just make a movie, man. Don't preach at me. Don't waste swap stuff and check mark everything like we're that dumb. Like we're that dumb. And I'm including black people into this because black people just can see that stuff too. They don't give black people credit where credit's due. They be like, what the fuck? You know? Pardon my French. Black people be doing that too. But then you try to look at it as they're part of the problem. They ain't part of the problem. They're saying the same thing I'm saying. I'm sitting there going like, what? You know, it's all right to cast people and all that kind of stuff, but to just blatantly just change stuff up and do stuff. But anyway, I'm getting sidekick. I'm saying that in defense of black people. They be noticing stuff too. But anyway, Netflix opened my eyes to a lot of foreign films. And Netflix is always creative. So they're like, hey, we're gonna try all kinds of stuff, man, because they built their platform from the ground up. This is where HBO, back to HBO, lost their way. They built their platform on creme de la creme, top-notch, chef's kiss stuff. And they have lost it. They have lost it a little bit. They still make some good stuff when they want to. I mean, when they get into it, man, they get into it. But all this changing companies over and selling off this and selling off that and doing all this kind of stuff, man, it just, I don't know, man. HBO, man, I was watching a series on HBO last night, man. I'm getting ready to cancel them today, but man, it's a good series. I was shocked. I was laughing. I was literally laughing laying down on my couch, man, because on the weekend I lay on this couch back here and no, I ain't got to work the weekends anymore because our company is slowing down. You know, we're just working 40 hours, but I kind of like them 40 hours, they'll tell you the truth. Knowing I get Saturday and Sunday off, that's kind of nice. But then again, I miss that money. But anyway, I was laughing. I said, now HBO, that's how you should be. But I don't like when streaming services I get it, man, but I don't know what's the answer to it all because I feel like HBO should just go back to what they was like. If I was HBO, I'd go way back when they had that HBO logo that used to go across the TV back when cable TV used to have it as a side cart. You know, remember when cable TV had HBO down there and it'd be like, dang. It used to be HBO and it used to be Showtime. Showtime is a shell of what it used to be. But HBO Max, man, you got on HBO Max, you got some good stuff. But now, man, now it's like, okay, let's try to compete with everybody. So let's go 65% top-notch quality, and let's go into all this junk. And it's a shame. I told you guys on this channel I'll be dropping random thoughts, and that's why I got these playlists called Just Wanted to Share. That's why I try to get you guys on here to understand when I drop stuff, you have to look at the playlist. I said wanted to share, so I'm wanting to share this. So who is the top-notch creme de la creme right now? I'm not saying it's Apple Plus, man. But Apple Plus is losing money. They're losing money like there ain't no tomorrow. You know what? All the streaming services is losing money like there ain't tomorrow. Disney Plus, I have no use for Disney. I'm gonna tell you guys straight out. I'm gonna be very honest with you, man. I do not like men and women being with women. Do I hate them when I see them together? No. I work with people like that. I like them really. They don't throw that stuff in my face, you know. I don't get into it. I don't get into taking stuff that I grew up with and throwing somebody else in it of a different culture or whatever and trying to race swap. I ain't gonna lie, I don't get into it. If you're gonna do something, I don't mind somebody being cast as a different color or a different race, but try to come up with a better story. Take chances. Make something different. We're not stupid. You know? That's all. But no, I don't get into Disney. At all. Now, do I want Disney to go back to the way they used to be? Yes, I do. I would love to see Disney. I remember when I was a little kid, when you seen Disney, man, I used to be like, I was this little black kid because, we was poor, we was growing up, you always looked at all the, stuff on TV with Disney and people going places and you're just this little poor black kid, because, I was born in 59, so, but anyway, I used to when it was Disney, I used to be like, because it was Disney. And Disney, now, I'm like, I ain't watching that crap. Because they always going to do something. Take, for instance, they cannot make one daggone movie without making a woman look like she's a super badass, 118 pounds, whooping a man that's some mixed martial arts, legendary ass kicking dude that'll knock her out in one punch. I can't stand that. at all. I love women. Yeah, if you know what I mean. I love women. That has been my biggest downfall. They have been my kryptonite. Trust me. Oh my God. I thank God for where I'm at because women has been my kryptonite. God, just like, man, if God made anything better than women, He must have kept it up in heaven. Because, whoo, I thank you, Jesus, because y'all made women. Because I love women. I love y'all. But anyway, man, I don't like how Disney, and then Disney always trying to do all this waist swapping, and then they try to do all this preaching to you and preaching in your face and all this kind of stuff. The list can go on and on and on. You can get into a movie that Disney puts out, and then it's like, oh man, I was really into this, and then they kind of get you into the movie, and then all of a sudden they slide something in there, and you're already hooked. But you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start doing like some of the comments I've seen that people. I read a lot of comments on a lot of different YouTube channels, and they talking about movies, and then I read the comments, and I see people say, yeah, in the middle of the movie, I just walked out. So you know what? That's what I'm gonna start doing. When I see stuff I don't care for, especially if I'm by myself, I'm gonna be like, I'm out. I don't give a damn about that $8.25. I don't care, man. I'm not watching this crap. So that's why I don't get into Disney. Do I want Disney to fail? No, but I like for them to be in a financial crisis to where their investor says, if you don't get off your rear end and start doing the things that made this company the way it is, then we're going to pull all fundings from you. They need to be threatened somehow. I'm talking about where it cuts the jugular. And they could just like, okay, we're going to have to stop all this stuff. I'm firing all you people over here. All y'all got to go. Y'all had this done stain this name. I start from the ground floor. And if I was them, I'd be like, your budget from here on out is $120 million. You can't make a movie off $120 million, then we ain't giving you no more money. I'm just being serious, man. Minimum of $45 million is the minimum. And 120 is the maximum. If I was Disney, I straighten Disney up. But back to HBO Max, man. I was watching the show last night, man, and I said, man, HBO, I was sitting on the couch, and like I told you guys, this just random thought. I said, man, HBO, I remember when HBO Max. This is the things I'm saying to myself when I'm watching this show last night. I said, man, I remember when they used to just go across that screen, man. You used to, sit in your chair, man, and you knew you was going to watch something good. Guess who's that way now? Apple Plus. So HBO, if I was y'all, let me tell you a story. This story starts off with, in the beginning, there was HBO Max. But you know what? HBO Max, I don't even like Max. HBO. If you don't be careful, you're going to be like that turtle that was racing that fast rabbit. What is it, turtle in the hair? That turtle just kept going, and Harry was just sitting back, man. He's like, what are you doing, man? I said, no, man, I'm still going. He said, you know you're going to lose, man. What's up? Man, rabbit take off. Then he'd be messing around. Next thing you know, he look around, here come that turtle again. He's like, damn, that turtle's still running. What the fuck? Something happened where that rabbit lost. So HBO Max, if you don't be careful, man, you're going to lose. Get your stuff together, man. Get your stuff together. You know what I mean? Get back to where you used to be, which I know you ain't, because this is a small channel. I have to be some 50 bazillion million subscribers with sponsor. And today's sponsor is sponsored by. I can't stand that either. I cannot stand. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and they sit back and they'll get you all hooked and goes, hey, and by the way, this is sponsored by so and so. It's like YouTube is starting to be a little mini Hollywood or something. I'm starting not like YouTube that much, even though I'm on this platform. I seen a YouTuber the other day, man. He actually tells you, man, when he does an upload. I was like, man, this dude's pretty interesting. He said, I do not have no sponsors. I have nobody sponsoring us. He goes, yes, I appreciate you guys helping me out, sending me a little money or whatever. He does this little Patreon, which I can't even do that because I don't have a big enough channel. And I'm like, I always sit back and go, why would I ask people for money when it ain't costing me nothing to sit in this chair? I mean, all this stuff in the background's been paid for. So what do I need money for? Don't get me wrong. Somebody would donate something here. That's fine. But damn, I always have problems with that Patreon. Patreon for what? And you can see now behind the scenes. Behind the scenes what? I have issues with that. Oh, you could join my Patreon and we could have a small chat and you could talk to me one-on-one. Anyway, you guys, I've just been rambling. It's just certain thoughts I'm having. It's just I'm trying to find a bunch of YouTube channels that's good but don't have sponsors. I can't stand this sponsor stuff, man. Just I don't know. Anyway, you guys, how do you guys feel about HBO? I call it HBO. You feel like they're dropping the ball? And have you ever watched Apple Plus? Apple Plus don't have that much, but they do have creme de la creme, top-notch stuff. They get into what they're doing. They sink money in their stuff. I just don't know how long they could keep going at this rate. You can't just keep throwing money away. I don't care how much Apple got. You can't just keep throwing money away. I just think some of these streaming services, if I was Peacock, I just throw in the towel. And what gets me, Peacock has some good stuff too, but it's just too many streaming services out there, man. But anyway, guys, God bless out there. And I just thought I'd drop a random video, share my thoughts with you guys about, I was just watching HBO last night, Max, I guess, and there's this show on there I like. It's got Courtney Cox in there, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was, and I was gonna watch a movie, and I started watching. I was like, dang, I fell asleep. But I'm on first season, episode 6 now. But it's funny. It just had me thinking about HBO. Oh, this world. But as far as Netflix, I always will like Netflix. Netflix opened up my eyes to all the foreign films. So who was number one in foreign film? It was Spain. Spain is number one as far as foreign films. Number 2 is Germany. Germany is number 2. Great Britain. I don't like putting Great Britain at number 3 because I just don't, but I'll put them at number 3 because I just feel like Great Britain is just Great Britain. And then, Mexico has some good stuff. Who else comes out with some stuff? Mexico's at the bottom, but I've watched some. They got some unique stuff too. It has, but Netflix opened up my eyes to a lot of foreign films. They really have. But Spain, man, they be putting out some stuff. Germany be putting out some stuff too. I think Russia put out a couple of good stuff too. I think. There's a lot of good foreign films out there, you guys. But I think Netflix for opening up my eyes, and then HBO Max was second when they opened up stuff. But I don't know about the UK because I know I watch a lot of stuff from the UK too, but I just can't tell what's what. I know Spain was number 1 on the list, and then Germany's number 2, and then UK. Our brother, our sister country, Great Britain, 3, and then man, I've seen some Tigers something. It's a Mexican film. Tigers, it's named Tiger something, and it was so good. It's about these little kids. It was such a good movie. But anyway, you guys, God bless. Take care. Have a good day out there. And like I said, guys, look, I'm saying this with all due respect. I make these videos. I have to stop caring about the views, which I do, but I don't. I gotta stop caring about. They're not gonna really like this video, Vic. I don't even know why you put it. I gotta stop all that and just upload. I'm feeling this, and I'm feeling it. So when I feel it, I'm gonna upload it. We'll catch you next video. We'll see.